Hello students, today we will discuss the critical appreciation of the poem Indian Waivers. So let us discuss the critical appreciation. Now about the poem, poet and the title, that is the first point. So the poem Indian Waiver is written by Sarojini Naidu. She was a freedom fighter, poet, a nightingale of India. So Sarojini Naidu was the first woman to become a governor of India in the year 1947. Her famous works include Maher Munir, that is the name of her book of poems, and the Golden Threshold. So in the first point, you have to tell the name of the poem, name of the poet, and something about the poet. So here we have given you some points about the poet, that she was a freedom fighter, poet Nightingale of India, and she was the first woman to become a governor of India in the year 1947. Then the second point is the theme. So you have to discuss here what is the main theme of this poem. So this poem, Sarojini Naidu's poem Indian Waivers, highlights, means it focuses the craft and skill of the Indian weavers. So they have that artistic craft and they have the skill of weaving, and she focuses on that skill. The poem tells about the three important stages in human's life, that is namely birth, marriage and death. So this is also the theme of the poem, that is three stages in our life, that is birth, marriage and death. The poetess relates these three stages to different colors and different times of the day. So in this way, the theme of the poem is the three stages in human life: birth, marriage and death. Now about poetic style. Poetic style means the technique the poet has used in the poem to describe the things. Indian Waivers is a short, simple but meaningful poem written by Sarojini Naidu. Her poems are very beautiful and symbolic. Pratikatmak, symbolic म्हणजे pratikatmak, means each image stands for something. Though they are simple, they are highly realistic and are having deep meaning. For example, break of the day, that is the image, but it stands for the beginning of life. It stands for the beginning of the day. Her style of composition, that is her construction of the poem, ज्याला रचना म्हणतो आपण, is unique, means it is of its own kind. युनिक, ज्याला म्हणजे अलौकिक म्हणतो आपण, as her poems are deeply related to the Indian mythology. Mythology म्हणजे पुराण, and are having religious references. So here in this poem also we find this religious reference or this spiritual quality, that she describes the three stages in the life, and that is the Indian philosophy, that every man, every human being has to go through these three stages and they are inevitable, means we cannot avoid them. And this is the religious reference. Her poems are easy to understand but make reader to think deeply and make reader introvert. Introvert means a person who thinks inside, ज्याला अंतर्मुख होणं म्हणतो आपण, तर तशा माणसाला इंट्रोवर्ट असं म्हणतात. म्हणजे सरोजिनी नायडूंच्या पोएम्समुळे आपण विचार करायला लागतो आणि अंतर्गत आपल्या स्वतःशी आपण त्याचं रिलेट करतो. सो दॅट इज हर पोएटिक स्टाईल. The language or poetic devices used in the poem. Poet has used very simple language in the poem, but the words used in the poem are highly symbolic and specific. For example, that the waivers, they stand for the creator. So in this way, that is symbolic meaning. Waivers are creative, and that's why here waiver is related to creation. So this is symbolic meaning of that waivers. The poem has the rhyme scheme AABB, means first line rhymes with the second line. The poet uses a number of literary devices, means figures of speech, to explore her ideas. To explore means to expand her ideas like simile, alliteration, metaphor. So these are the figures of speech used in the poem. The poem consists of म्हणजे समावेश असणे, of a discussion between the poet and the waivers. The poet asked the waiver and the waiver later reply. So the use of interrogative sentences helped poet to make her poem more dramatic and realistic. So in this way, that is a dialogue system that she has used, and it has given a dramatic effect to the poem. Now poetic devices, we will discuss one by one. Quatrain style means 3 stanzas with 4 lines respectively. So there are 3 stanzas in the poem, and in each stanza there are 4 lines. That is called quatrain style. Rhyming pairs. So you will find so many words are there, they rhyme together. Day gay, wild child, night bright, green queen, still chill, cloud shroud. So all these are rhyming pairs. Rhyme scheme, that is AABB in each stanza, means first line rhymes with second. Figures of speech. Alliteration. Alliteration means repetition of same consonant sound. Examples: waivers waving. Here W, that is W, is repeated. Garment so gay. So garment gay. G, that is repeated. Wing of a Halcyon wild. Wing of a Halcyon wild. So wing wild. W, that is repeated. Plums of a peacock. So P, that sound is repeated. Solemn and still. So here S, that sound is repeated. So all these are examples of alliteration. Simile, direct comparison, and it is expressed through the word as or like. So there are examples: blue as a wing of a Halcyon wild. So the poet compares blue color of that robe or that dress with a wing of Halcyon wild. So that is direct comparison. So it is simile. Like the plums of a peacock. So here again the cloth is compared, or the color of that cloth is compared to the plums of a peacock, feathers of a peacock. As a feather and as a cloud. Here again the robe is compared with feather, that is white feather and white cloud. So this direct comparison is called simile. Metaphor, indirect comparison between two things. So here it is comparison, but it is implicit, it is inside. म्हणजे आपल्याला ते we have to find it out. आपल्याला तो जो तुलना आहे ती शोधून काढावी लागते. So break of day. So here break of day, it means beginning or early morning. So this is inside meaning. A newborn child, it means first stage of life, that is beginning of life. Fall of night, it means evening or dusk. In the moonlight, chill, it means in the cold night. So in this way, these are the examples of metaphor. So you have to see the difference between simile and metaphor. Simile is direct comparison and it is expressed through the word as or like. म्हणजे ॲज ऑर लाईक या शब्दांचा वापर केलेला असेल आणि डायरेक्ट कंपॅरिझन असेल तर त्याला सिमिली म्हणायचं आहे. मेटॅफर मात्र इनसाईड किंवा इम्प्लिसिट ज्याला आपण म्हणतो म्हणजे अंतर्गत असं ते कंपॅरिझन असतं, इनडायरेक्ट कंपॅरिझन असतं. वी हॅव टू फाइंड आउट द मीनिंग. सो दॅट इज कॉल्ड मेटॅफर. Then special features of the poem. Use of imagery. Weavers weaving. So this is image. When we listen to these words, then the picture comes in front of our eyes. That is, weavers are weaving the colorful cloths. Break of a day. So again, we consider, we visualize that beginning of the day, that is dawn. A halcyon wild, again the picture of that bird comes in front of our eyes. Fall of night. So here also that particular time, that when it is evening, that dusk, that we realize. Plumes of peacock. So in front of our eyes peacock is standing there. Marriage veils of a queen. We can imagine that how that marriage veil of the queen is. Moonlight chill. So you can imagine moonlight and you can even feel the chill or cold atmosphere of that night. White as feather and cloud. So we can imagine the white color of that robe with that cloud and feather. Funeral shroud. Here also you can imagine that what is funeral and what is shroud. So in this way, all these are images. They create a picture in front of our eyes. इमेज म्हणजे प्रतिमा. आपल्या डोळ्यासमोर हे शब्द आले की एक चित्र उभं राहतं, त्याला म्हणायचं यूज ऑफ इमेजरी. सो दॅट इज द स्पेशल फीचर ऑफ दिस पोएम. सिम्बॉल्स. नाव यूज ऑफ कलर सिम्बॉल्स because they symbolize something. Blue, it symbolizes freshness, happiness, majestic and royal. So all these feelings, all these things, they are expressed through this word blue color. Purple, purple stands for wealth, brightness, kindness. Green, green stands for youth, prosperity, beauty and progress. White, it stands for sadness, old age, colorlessness, lifeless, and even peace. So, in this way, these are the symbols, use of color symbols, that is the special feature of this poem. Then you have the dramatic and conversational tone, because question answers, they are there. The poet asks the question to the weavers and weavers they reply. So, here this is dramatic and conversational tone. Then interrogation, questions are used, and in this way they create the curiosity in our mind. So these are the special features of this poem. Message, values or moral in the poem means what we learn from this poem. The weavers work continuously from morning till night, and their attitude affects the kind of work they produce. So they are laborious, they are hard worker, and they are doing their work very neatly, very skillfully. So that is also the quality that we should learn. The poet has linked the stages of man's life with garments, and the weavers weave at different times of the day. So here the poet wants to tell us that these three stages are very natural and we have to accept them. Then what is your opinion about the poem? According to me, in our life we have to go through different stages which are obvious. Obvious means which are clear, which are natural. अतिशय नैसर्गिकपणे ह्या स्टेजेस येतात. जन्म आला की मध्य आला म्हणजे तारुण्य आलं, तारुण्य आलं की वृद्धत्व आलं. So you have to accept it. In the course of life, we have many pleasant moments. We have very happy moments as well as many problems also. So we should welcome each and every moment with courage. जसं आपण जन्माचं कौतुक करतो तसं मृत्यूचं सुद्धा आपण ॲप्रिसिएशन केलं पाहिजे बिकॉज दॅट इज नॅचरल. सो इन धिस वे दॅट इज द मेसेज ऑफ द पोएम. Now poetic creation means you have to create something of your own. Wavers waving solemn and still, what do you wave in the moonlight chill? Read the above lines and add your own lines to rhyme with the given lines. So wavers waving solemn and still, what do you wave in the moonlight chill? The third line is, so silent and alone the moon behind the hill. Are you so nervous as you haven't your meal? So in this way you can add your own lines here. These are not lines from the poem, these are added. So silent and alone the moon behind the hill. So even we have that is maintained the rhyme scheme also. Still, chill, hill. Are you so nervous as you haven't your meal? So here mill, that also rhymes together. So in this way you can add your own lines to the poem. So that is called poetic creation. म्हणजे तुम्हाला तुमच्या स्वतःच्या 2 लाईन्स त्या कवितेनंतर ॲड करायच्या असतात. त्याला पोएटिक क्रिएटिव्हिटी असं म्हणतात. Replace the first and third line of the following stanza. The second example of poetic creation. हाच प्रश्न दुसऱ्या पद्धतीने विचारला जाऊ शकतो. Wavers waving at break of day, what do you wave a garment so gay? Blue as the wing of a halcyon wild, we wave the robes of a newborn child. So you have to replace, म्हणजे तुम्हाला त्या जागी दुसरी लाईन घालायची, फर्स्ट अँड थर्ड लाईन. So isn't so hot and sunny the day of May? See here, isn't so hot and sunny the day of May? Why do you wave a garment so gay? Though it's hot, my mood is chill and mild. We wave the robes of a newborn child. So in this way, there can be answer and there can be reply, and you can replace the lines. Replace करणं म्हणजे त्या जागी दुसरी लाईन तुम्ही घालणं, तशाच पद्धतीची किंवा meaningful line तिथं घालणं. So these are 2 types of poetic creation. First is you have to add your own lines at the end, or you have to replace the lines which are given there. So I hope you might have understood how to appreciate the poem. You might have understood what are the figures of speech used in this poem, and now you will try to write poetic appreciation of the poem. I hope you will do that and you will enjoy it. Thank you. Thank you very much.